Get away.
Get away. All right, well, we'll put the drop bear back there as we head into map number 3. It's time for Mirage. Chaos and Triumph going head-to-head and looking for this map victory. Chaos for the reverse sweep and Triumph for the upset that could potentially put a stopper to Chaos's playoffs plans.
I just love Zeppa's profile picture. It's just so good. It's like he's got that aggressive, like, alpha male stance.
It's the
just
moustache
like leaning
you
on his back foot, just like, yeah, what are you going to do, bro?
I agree, moustaches are very alpha.
True. No bias, of course. Well,
no.
It's the standard stairs and jungle smokes coming out for Triumph. Retake setup for Chaos as Leaf just takes a couple shots and forfeits the bomb site. Spam through from Zeppa, almost connects. He got a 1B through the smoke on that first pistol of this game, and with the bomb down and CT spawn being contested here for Triumph, see how it goes.
Oh, it's gone pretty well. Penny's hitting headshots. He's gotten 4.
All right. That's something. Now Vanity in a 1v3, trying to make the retake happen. No control of kit so far, and not much control of the site either. P250 in hand, just trying to hunt some heads, but Moose just dancing around the bullets. That's going to be first round on the board for Triumph, and a solid way to start map number 3.
Dude, Penny is sick. Nuke, he had a massive performance in a pretty one-sided loss. He was doing a good job holding down that upper side. He really doesn't want to lose this series for Triumph.
Definitely
putting in a lot of hard yards and having a pretty nice performance here for himself. I'd love to see it. He's one of the new pickups for Triumph, I think. If I remember correctly.
4 spike goes through for Chaos, though. Scout for Vanity. We've seen a fair bit of that so far in this series. And a quick boost up as well. Triumph are not expecting that. Already a good tag and followed up by the nade. This is nice from Chaos.
Vanity going for a couple of blind shots there.
What do you do here is Triumph. Seems like they're going to pump the brakes. They're not keen to run into this stack that Chaos has over on this side of the map. Instead, they're going to just concede that early pick, start to fall back in towards the other parts of the map. Maybe try to take a bit of mid-control.
Chaos have gone for the full rotation. Let's see if Junior can sell the fake, maybe. Over towards the B site.
Yeah, just keeping Marky interested. Smoke into A ramp. Or actually a bit of a weird smoke thrown out there by Zeppa. Not sure if that's what he really intended. Oh, I guess it is. It's just that smoke progressing up on towards that Tetris area. And it can be used as a one-way for the T's, but you can see Vanity's ready for that. They're kind of trying to bait them into using that one-way so he can get himself an easy kill with the scout. But Triumph don't bite the bait, at least for now, and starting to creep out this A side of the map. Now Ryan going loud, making a lot of sound, getting a lot of damage into Vanity there, but can't finish off the kill. Either way, they do secure that bomb site control and trying to put that plant down reverse default.
Good effort to get this far back into the round now, and very open plant for Triumph to play around from all of these positions. Shake going to be first contact under balcony as Ryan gets very aggressive over towards jungle. Him and Shake trying to fight together, but Leaf close range with 5-7 is deadly. Shake tries to get his way to sandwich, and he's going to be collapsed on by Chaos all the way back in. 1v5. Junior, what have you got for us, son? Not too much at all.
Nothing. Leaf survives on 1 HP, and that's great news actually for Chaos because it's an extra gun that can go through to the next round, although John G hasn't picked one up. Might be able to get that Mac 10.
All right, so Chaos hitting back real quick. And that's a 1-for-1. 5 alive and some free upgrades coming up for Chaos now.
Very cool, very nice. 4-spy win for them. After, let's see what Triumph is going to be doing in this next round. Do they force straight back into things? They're going to take the single save after that bomb plant and concede the lead. Look at Chaos's money already. Fantastic for them. They haven't really had too many troubles picking up all of those guns from Triumph in that previous round, which means they've got about 2 grand across the board. And if they have a clean round here, they're going to have a fantastic CT side economy here, Jordan.
Only going to get better, isn't it? Zeppa already having found a couple of kills with the AK, does deal with 2 in mid. John G's having a crack as well, but all the kills are being stolen by Vanity with a P250. Did he even need to reload? I don't know. Doesn't matter. 2-1. That's the score. Wow. Chaotic.
That might be the series score if Chaos continue in this fashion.
Maybe.
I just wanted to ask you about the economy because I know you're a big fan of the economy, Jordan.
You know that like table with like chaotic, neutral, lawful, good, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Where do you reckon Chaos Esports Club actually sits on that? the org?
Uh,
Because I reckon they're probably chaotic good.
chaotic good.
Yeah. Have
think
you ever
they're
seen their
chaotic evil.
tweets?
I think
You
they're
think they're chaotic evil?
Yeah, their
I don't
tweets
think-
are a bit cheeky.
No, I don't think they have bad intentions though. That's why I think they're chaotic good. Mac,
Okay.
we need you to decide. You are the deciding vote. Unless, of course, you say something.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah. So then you haven't been the deciding vote. Thanks for ruining that.
No worries. That's
Just
what
like
I'm here
you've
for.
ruined everything.
Maybe chat can help us out. You guys let us know.
The man that sits in the middle of the seesaw. Well, that's going to be a nice trade coming through for Ryan. A site control almost coming through, but two-man CT setup could be strong here. Chaos going to be binked through there. That's going to be Leaf down to 16, but he does cross to safety.
Yeah, at least for now. Triumph with a bit of light bomb site control on this A site, trying to put the bomb down for triple. A bit of a risky plant, but they do get away with it as Sheikh Zula's cleaned up out of middle. Chaos now starting to make some inroads towards these retake positions.
Big Nade Jr. on 2 HP now wants to go aggro, finds one Moose, needs to try to trade here. Both focused very much on that CT position, but they're waiting for the push to come in from jungle. Moose, though, disregards CT for a moment, and it's going to be Leaf finding both of the kills on the retake. Bit of BM going to be sprayed down there, and not too much damage done to Chaos's economy again. Leaf and Marky so lucky to be alive given their situations.
It's with all the body shooting, man. Be nice to each other.
They're just trying to reinforce the fact that they are indeed actually chaotic evil.
Yeah, I think they are with all the body shooting. You need to be nice to these Triumph guys, Chaos. Come on. You bully them too much, they might just move to Valorant.
Oh, well, hey!
Too real. Too real, man.
Empty threat, surely.
Pilski is just scarred because of Asian Counter-Strike basically being obliterated.
An entire scene of players is just gone. Entire region.
Yeah.
Multiple regions, actually. It's a bit sad. Why you gotta bring that up, Jordan? Come on, man. I'm trying to have a good time on this broadcast. It's like when you're trying to have like a good time at a party or something, and Jordan Mays just comes up to you and he's like, remember that really bad thing that happened? And you're like, man, why would you even talk about that right
I'll
now?
just start off by saying I don't think we've ever been at a party together.
That's not true.
Yeah?
I think there might have
about
been...
China?
No, I think there was like
That doesn't count.
one
Doesn't
party.
count.
There was one party where you both turned up, and I still don't think you turned up at the same time.
What
What
happens
about-
in China stays
Oh,
in
no,
China.
bowling.
What
When we
about...
went bowling, you're both there.
Oh, lawn
Oh.
bowls. Okay, lawn bowls, that's a party. When we got the job for China, that's a party.
No, the lawn
That was
bowls
a house party?
the lawn bowls was a party, but it wasn't a party. You know what I'm saying?
Max party wasn't a party.
It's not the kind of party you'd go up to
That
someone.
was my birthday, Jordan. You're
Yeah,
going
it was his
to tell me that
birthday
it wasn't my
party.
party? Are you kidding me?
It was bowling.
What's wrong with lawn bowls,
Tash,
Jordan?
Tash made me a beautiful cake, you know?
Yep.
You brought me one beer.
Did I?
But I don't even think you did that.
I didn't think I
I
brought
was
you a
trying
beer.
to give you something,
Hey,
but I don't
there's a
think you
gun
did
round.
that.
There's a gun round.
There's a gun round. All right,
There's a gun round.
we're back.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Boost into that ladder room from Chaos. It is just a 1-3-1 for Triumph, looking for some of that mid control, but you need to keep your eyes on my man John G, as well as Marky over there. A couple players towards middle for Chaos, actually. Trying to go for some aggression in the mid round at some point. They find the right timing to do so. That's really the question. As Triumph, they're really taking their time. They are very much anticipating this aggression, waiting for Chaos to overcommit, of which they haven't done yet.
No.
But Triumph will have to look for this ladder or this con control at some point.
Oh, Zeppa not going to be able to get away there. Junior, nice shot to open things up. But do they expect John G falling onto the cinder blocks here? That could be a freebie, but Penny sharp today. He's going to turn it into a two-man advantage.
Yeah, patience for Triumph really paying off now. The smoke into jungle side, and they're all just sort of collapsing on Leaf.
Oh,
but he's able
no.
to stand tall, for at least for the time being.
How many more can he get, though? That's the real question. Could just seal the deal right now for Chaos if he gets another frag. Locked underneath the balcony, though, and the spam's coming through. Leaf needs the backup from his teammates and doesn't quite get it in time. Flash popping just after he dies. So it's a 2-on-3, but with Vanity crawling his way through Palace, this could still go wrong for Triumph. He's in a great spot to find one, maybe even two. Perhaps deny the bomb plant here, and Shake, under pressure, takes the peek. Somehow Vanity is still alive. I don't believe this. P250 in hand, can't quite get Junior, doesn't quite get Shake either. The headshot was there, though.
Oh, such a messy situation. Leaf almost buys enough time there under balcony for the rotations to come in from Chaos and for them to win that round, even after Triumph found that two-man advantage. It's so solid in this anchor roll under balcony. You see Leaf multi-frag from here all the time. Absolutely love to see it. As I'd say, though, good patience from Triumph. It seemed like they were very well aware that that mid-round aggression was going to come into middle for Chaos, and they have at least put a lot of pressure on that economy from Chaos. So a bit of a window here for both teams, really, to try to economically reset their opponent.
Bit more of a setup toward the B side of the map this time for Triumph, but haven't really explored even mid yet. Chaos, for their own right, also don't have too much info. You don't have Vanity peeking down mid. Leaf hasn't pushed into Palace or into A ramp or anything like that. Chaos are quite happy to just sit back in their bomb sites for the moment.
Another much slower round. This time, Triumph doesn't found those picks in the mid-round off the back of Chaos's aggression. But Triumph, they have thrown a fair amount of utility on towards middle. Will the flash come out here? Jonji doesn't actually have one, so Marky tries to go for a bit of a peek and cops a fair amount of damage. Triumph potentially setting up for this B execute. Now it's starting to come in.
Okay, boost up onto Ninja. Jonji tries to draw as much attention as possible. Vanity comes in with the cover, so it's a 2-for-1 so far. And Marky again able to strike. That's going to be the bomb on the ground now. Two-man advantage. Shake dropping, and Junior with the cover, but it's not good enough. The flash just giving a little bit of space. Shake trying to fight his way back in. Swaps to the other AK-23 in the mag, but he can't find Leaf. So no round on the board for Triumph. This time, Chaos. Great rotations to salvage.
I have to say, Triumph, they ran that 1-3-1 and tried to get that mid control, and they invested a lot of utility into getting it, but they didn't actually set anyone up over there. Like, if you're going to invest that much util, I'd like to see someone try to walk up connector, draw out some rotations, maybe boost into window and make something happen, and then the other four go towards B. You know, they put that pressure towards middle, but unfortunately, without an extra player there to sort of sell the fact that they've taken that control and keep Chaos honest, you just saw Vanity sort of lean towards that murder hole position and instantly rotated to the big site. So effectively, Triumph was trying to run into a 5-on-3 stack, and they already lost that first pick initially.
Well, the unfortunate reality for Triumph now is that they do have to go back to the pistols. I don't know if there'll be even a bit of an upgrade maybe from Moose. Shake have got a bit of cash. Moose has gone into the Deagle armor. Ryan the same.
And really running through this Seco round, aren't you? You're trying to avoid the fact that we've been to several parties together.
Look, you don't want to bring that back.
They don't count. They don't count.
They don't count. What is going to count at this point?
You can't trust Jordan. He's an untrustable guy.
Birthdays, after parties, what is going to count?
Yeah, what is a party?
It's got to be the best party ever,
After
apparently.
parties, no, the after party in China was the best party ever. But it's an after party in China. We don't talk about those.
Okay, but just the existence of it.
Did you know Neo was at that after party?
I think you guys all missed Pro League to go there, so I feel like it wasn't the best
I
party.
did actually, Jordan. Funny you should ask. Anyway. Triumph. Trying to find a bit of damage with these pistols. Every single kill they get is absolute gold right now. Look at how shaky Chaos's money is on this CT side here.
It might not be too shaky after this round, though. So far, so good. Haven't lost a gun just yet, although I speak too soon. Moose catches Leaf through the smoke, and Zeppa's down to 4 HP as well. Luckily, just slides across connector. He's gotten a double. Oh, dirty. 3 kills in the round for Zeppa. 6-2. All right, that's pretty good. 4 guns alive. No one's going to complain about that. Well, no one on Chaos.
Yeah, very solid approach. Again, look, the economy, it's still been, chipped away at. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, that was a pretty big round for the money, though, to be built up. Now, a bit of a tech pause, potentially.
Ooh, that's no good.
Technical pause. Didn't last very long.
Must have been solved very quickly. Maybe keyboard issue. Oh, could you try plugging it in?
I know what the issue is.
What was the issue?
What's it worth to you?
Not much, but do you want to tell me?
I'll buy you a hash brown tomorrow.
It was an FPS issue.
Ah. Beautiful. Gotta love that bug. Great game, Counter-Strike, sometimes.
What do you mean? There's no FPS issues in Counter-Strike. This game's been perfectly optimized since
When
it was
did you
released
when did
8,
you
9
last
years
play?
ago.
When did you last play?
It's been perfectly optimized since it's released 8 or 9 years ago, and unfortunately, Leaf. I thought he was going to go down there. He does get away with his life. At least you see Shake towards underpass, trying to lurk and catch one of these rotations.
Oh, Zeppa so blind, going to be stuck in the corner. They know that he's isolated. Ryan unable to get the second. Marky with some cover from short as well, but Shake gets in behind the defenses, behind enemy lines. Marky, he's going to be spotted. Now they just need to find out where Vanity is, and that's over towards CT. Man advantage for Triumph currently.
Yeah, for now. But if Marky gets the timing here on a Shake, he might be able to trade things back on down. He does not, though. And Triumph a very quick round. I mean, that works, I guess.
Yep, and that's the money pretty cooked there for Chaos. Gonna have to take the single save.
Back onto the pistols. Vanity has that hero AWP to play with. Let's see if they can pull something out of the hat this round as we head into round 10. Triumph, what are they going to do here? 3 towards apartments, 2 over towards A, just looking to counter any aggression. And Chaos, very even split. 2-on-2 setup.
Well,
Actual utility into B. Hasn't pulled any rotations. It's quite clear that Triumph aren't looking to take that B side control. Now throwing the wall of smokes on A. The push into Palace from Leaf gives them a pretty strong position to be able to deal with this. But again, it's a double pump. It's a fake, really. Shake just running deep into the site. Does find that entry, but in the meanwhile, Triumph's going back towards B.
yeah, and Vanity's already found that first pick on B. Marky gets Penny in the connector. It's all fallen apart for Triumph, hasn't it?
This is such a weird round. Like, Triumph, they're throwing a bunch of utility to try to push and pull rotations. I get it, but
They're just playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. They're trying to do the manual ollie double fakey kickflip.
they are. But right when you built up all those combo points,
Christ there.
Right when you build up all those points, you do all the sick tricks, you get the massive high score,
And
you
then
stack it.
You stack it, exactly.
Yeah, and then you get nothing.
All right, Matt, give us your best skate combo.
Well, a double fakie would just be going forward.
It's not a fakey, is it?
Oh my god.
Two wrongs
Look
make
how
a
close
right.
this round is. Shut up. Look, Moose is on 18 HP.
Oh,
Vanity's missed a no-scope. That's a freebie. That's B-site found. You got Junior just lurking there, 28 HP through the crawl space. Triumph bring it back out of nowhere.
Landed it. They've landed it.
Oh, they landed it.
It was the log con.
They
That was
landed
the
it.
Yeah, no, I
300
think-
times multiplier.
I think they well and truly stacked it, and then they just went, nah, look, let's try and just do something a bit simpler. Just win a 2-on-2. And then they win it.
So what you're saying is Chaos got too tricky.
Well,
I think Triumph got too
Triumph
tricky.
was the one
and
that got too tricky.
Triumph got very tricky, and Chaos went, yes, I play position.
but they pulled it off.
All right. Well, Ryan, nice entry on the anti-eco. That's going to be full mid control for Triumph now. Under's aggression as well as up short. But Triumph, I believe they've heard this all happening. So let's see where they head from here. As Chaos, with all that presence shown, they're just going to go on the 4-man rotation back towards window.
Yeah. Triumph really clawing back a difficult situation in that last round. Do stabilize their money a little bit, but they need to be able to win this round cleanly to make sure that they keep that money they've earned over that last round. And Moose going a little bit miscellaneous up the top of connector there, but it does seem like Triumph getting back on top of things.
Through Ryan.
Oh no.
See you later.
It's getting a bit tricky again, isn't it? Down into a 2-on-2. This could be pretty bad for Triumph if they lose this round. Their money could be absolutely crushed. They're going to pick up the pace into the B site now.
Yeah, Zeppa's heard all of that, and he's in the perfect spot to deal with this as well. He's going to try and go quickly. Vanity waits patiently in market. Bomb plant yet to go down, but the longer this takes for Triumph, the more space Zeppa is going to be able to cover. He's already pushed quite far up there. They're not thinking about apartments at all right now. They're focused in on Vanity, who's really trying to take as many of these challenges as possible, make life easy for Zeppa. And so far it is. That's that. Chaos, well, they make amends for the last round.
Well, bomb plant for Triumph there. How much money do they have after all is said and done? They've got a couple players sitting around 2 to 3k at the moment. That gives them enough to get AK and armor across the board. Ryan, with only 3k, is going to have a bit of a rougher time than everybody else. But if you're looking at Chaos's money, absolutely ridiculous. They're looking pretty fantastic here to continue trucking through this CT side. Still quite back and forth though. Triumph aren't without their opportunities, but if they don't get across the line in this next Teak gun round, I would imagine that they're going to potentially be falling down towards a double-digit scoreline in favor of Chaos. So a lot of pressure here on Triumph to make something happen in this round. Do Chaos go to that double AWP? They definitely have the cash for it.
They tried it a bit on Nuke, I think, from memory. Actually, that might have been Triumph. No, the case, they don't.
Well, this is a pretty important game for Chaos in the context of this NA group. For anyone who's not aware, if they drop this series, it's quite likely that they'll have a tough time slotting into that 4th position for the playoff spot.
Yeah.
So this is a must-win for Chaos, and they've definitely been pressed by Triumph, at least in the first map in this series, and it seems like Triumph bringing a pretty good game here into Mirage as well. Bit of pressure on middle from Triumph, and now starting to move back around towards that A site for potentially a bit of an execute.
Now, the context for Triumph is that there isn't a whole lot in this matchup for them. Like, even if they do win this, they pretty much have to win out the rest of the matches that they have in ESL Pro League, which is an unlikely story given who they're going to play against.
They're basically just playing spoiler in this group.
Correct. And they've been close to spoiling the chances of Chaos a couple times.
The util is really not there for Triumph here, and they're still waiting behind this smoke. Basically 4 grenades, only 1 flash across 4 players. They're going to have to try to walk dry into this A site and make something happen.
A God flash required maybe for Moose, but Ryan drops immediately prior to any flash being thrown in, and that's really good stuff from Chaos. I mean, Pilski, you highlighted it. No util. No chance.
Yeah, not a single CT that was really pushed out of position by a Molotov or flashed off a line. No smokes down there to sort of inhibit and cut off those angles from the Chaos players. And unfortunately, that's what happens. You walk into that A bomb site when Chaos has got a pretty good read on what's happening, and a couple of players over there, you're going to get absolutely slapped out of the server.
Oh, and Jonji certainly heard the scope. Yeah, there's the call. Chaos very aware of Junior's position now, as Jonji continues to just lurk in behind it. I believe the jumps could have been heard here, and that's going to be an easy one for Junior. It looks like with 13 seconds remaining, Chaos not going to go for the hunt. Just worried about their economy more than Triumph's. Speaking of Junior, no armor. AWP in play, $350 in the bank. There's going to be no armor into the next as well. So let's see if Triumph force around this.
Probably not. Probably just a single save or just pistols around the AWP. If I'm Triumph, I'd probably just buy some simplistic utility and try to put Junior in a post plant. Or maybe try to enable him to find an early pick in the round. With a bit of, you know, smokes and flashes, maybe a cute little boost or something like that. Need to see what they will go for. Seems like he's going to be trying to go for that B apartments pick right off the bat. Yeah, setting up on quite a passive angle, to be honest. Looks like a short split from Triumph.
Okay, Vanity. 2 big ones to kick things off, and Triumph, well, that split is not going to be working at all. No con control. Jonji just smoking off apps, giving up control, and just looking to group up here with Marky. Ooh.
It's quite a weird round from Triumph, to be honest. They throw the short split smokes and then rush at con, and half their team dies, and the rest of the team is just sort of sitting in apps, and they haven't really utilized this ult whatsoever from Junior. He's kind of just been sitting in position, holding a couple of angles, not really making any plays whatsoever. And, you know, sure, maybe if he holds over that AWP into the next round, then it'll be fine. He'll just be on a glass cannon again while the rest of the team buys, but potentially some missed opportunities. Not really getting value out of that save.
Let's see if Triumph can make this round expensive.
It's not going to matter at this point. You're looking at Chaos's money as we're heading towards the tail end of this half. I'd say they're pretty set.
Zephyr's found Moose on the mid lurk. Junior, again looking like he's just opting to save the AWP even with 30 seconds remaining.
He holds the underpass for the entire round, and finally Zeppa obliges him.
Penny can't lurk through that smoke. And again, they know where Junior is. If they can maybe kill him after time, that'd be pretty insane for Chaos.
Marky's got a Molotov, actually. If he throws this molly deep, there it is, and then spams that kitchen area, that's exactly what they do. They could spam him through the wall if they commit to it. Oh, the idea was there from Chaos. I saw it coming a million miles away. Marky just chucking that Molotov. It's the only piece of utility that they had, and they try to spam him through the wood wall, and he had no armor. Luckily, he does survive there, so we'll still be able to hold on to that AWP heading into the next round, but it will just be glass cannon, no utility for Junior, while the rest of Triumph try to buy up, and this is really all in for Triumph towards this end part of the half here. They do have a little bit of loss bonus, so if they do get a bomb plant, maybe they can put together another buy, but need to try to win 2 gun rounds back to back. That's a really good start from Penny. The man's been stepping up these last 2 maps, and he finds Triumph a pretty critical opener.
Yeah, a bit of a change up. Jonji's still just lurking around in window. I think he tried to jump to the cinder blocks through the smoke, but just barely missed the moment.
Speaking of things you called, Pilski, you said double digits for Chaos if Triumph didn't pick up one of those important rounds earlier on, and they didn't, so they're teetering on the precipice of that. Though, he's got himself a double kill, and Marky falling, so we're back to a 3-on-3. Vanity hides inside of the smoke. He hears those players running around, getting picked off around him.
But I think Penny's actually managed to make his way into window, unheard. Jonji disregards it for 1 second too long, and now that's going to be the full rotation back to B. They know it's open. They know Vanity's position, who's opted for the M4 instead, still expecting Penny lurking there towards window, but Triumph happy just to give Vanity a lot of respect, a lot of control as he makes his way towards market. Smoke's coming out on site. Window smoked off, and Vanity tries to bait out the aggression. Penny off angle going to be held. Moose just there at default. Solid crossfire. Should be able to lock down another round here. Penny, nice line held, and that's going to be the quad. He's doing so much work for Triumph today.
Yeah, he's having a pretty good performance for himself, even on Nuke, where there was a pretty lackluster performance from Triumph overall. He still had a pretty good game for himself, locking down that upper bomb site. Some pretty critical multi-frags, and there's another example of it on the T side of Mirage here. Pretty sick shots from Leaf, you have to say. On that retake CT position, couple quick taps. Must-win round there for Triumph. Keeps them alive in this half and allows them to get a bye into round number 15. Let's see if they can make it a 9-6.
Yeah, double digits still on the cards for Chaos if they can push this one over the line. Very quick up mid is Triumph. John G will have heard this. He's ready. They haven't checked him. He's got a free kill to begin with. Now Moose challenges as well. Oh, John G, he's just too good. Shakes Ula, well, he's gotten into the B bomb site, but the damage is already done. Marky gets him, and it's just Penny. That was an interesting one from Triumph. They tried to go quickly, but Chaos set themselves up like turrets. It's like playing tower defense.
Yeah, a bit of a misread there from Triumph. They try to throw that A-side wall of smokes and go for a quick short split, expecting that the short player will have been rotating or something along those lines, but John G, unfortunately, in a bit of a unexpected position towards ladder, gets a pretty nice multi-frag and pretty much shuts down the round by himself.
Oh well, let's see if Penny can do it again. Not this time.
Not this time indeed. 10-5 in the first half, and Chaos are looking good to clean the series up with the reverse sweep.
I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world. I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world. I want to conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world. I feel on top of the world right now. I call a shot to the mid with the plot, and we only go bombs away. And no one protecting my mind as a weapon. That's why I'm a dominate. Taking advantage of every second. Now I ain't got time to waste. They all trying to sign my name. They want me to sign my name. Counting your blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw shots in the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'm a dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all tryna sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting a blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, not everybody gon' win this. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish, yeah. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world.
For the last time, this ain't a song, it's a battle cry. No life, I see the clue between the strobe lights. I'm haunted, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, used to want it bad, used to want it bad, but I can't taste, I can't help you now, okay, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, follow me around, okay, black face, hey, follow me around, okay, got too much up on my plate, now I can't think. I said woke up to get X and now I'm feeling this is it. Want the money, want the rest. I do purse, not no cess. They say done is why you sad. I said I just need the thing. Red tape, got too close, I hate the city. Black face, show you everything you need to your phone, get it back. Someone said it's sad. I used to want it bad. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you too many times, yeah. I know it's in my head, keep seeing you.
Off we go into the second half. 10-5 the scoreline favouring Chaos, and so do the odds. Quite heavily now, in fact, as it seems everyone is waiting with bated breath for this reverse sweep to happen. Triumph, however, are probably the few people remaining that feel like they can make this one turn around, and that's what they're going to need to do in this second half. Piss around on the board, couple of good gun rounds early on in the piece to build the CT economy up. That's what's required now for Triumph to get themselves back in this game.
Yeah, they lose this pistol. You're in that constant state of playing catch-up on the CT side. Economy can be pretty cooked. A lot of decoys being thrown out there very early on by Chaos, maybe trying to draw out some rotations, fake a bit of an execute there, but in the meanwhile, Chaos ready with these two standard smokes towards this A side of the map. Or are they going to throw a different variation? I'm interested. Trying to watch where these players are sort of positioning. Does seem like stairs and jungle once again with the P250. And a lot of rotations over here from Triumph, actually. 3 players in position playing retake towards triple and double CT.
Yeah, interesting setup. Let's see if it works. Shake able to swing on the contact now, but he's just going to hide after all the attention's drawn and he can't get anything done. Zeppa with the opening Ryan on the trade, and Moose going to be coming in slowly all the way from short now, but Ryan's still here and holding. He's going to go down to Zeppa, and Chaos just really filtering out all the positions here. A Junior going to be trying to come in from CT as he's now last alive. Moose has gone down to Vanity. It's a bit of a cluster at the moment, Junior, and he's going to be collapsed on in a moment. Flank coming in from Zeppa, and this should be the round.
Cluster of fun, Mac. If you're a Chaos fan, at least. 11-5.
Oh, yeah.
This puts a lot of pressure on Triumph now. They don't want to be stuck into that situation of playing perpetual catch-up on the CT side where you're just moving from buy round to buy round, getting reset, and Chaos is stringing rounds together like crazy, and all of a sudden you find yourself at a pretty deep scoreline deficit. Single save from Triumph. They're going to try and buy up into round number 18, which I don't mind too much. CT side of Mirage is not one where you're necessarily need a big amount of utility to make stuff happen, whereas some other maps you really require the utility, like your Infernos, like your Nukes, big side of Overpass, for example. On Mirage, you can definitely get away with like M4 armor, a couple of flashes, a couple of mid-round plays.
Well, unlikely to have too much luck in this round, Triumph, with the weaponry that they've got. But Shake, he's got the Zeus. Get ready, boys. Here we go.
Unfortunate.
We know.
But it is very fortunate for Chaos. Look at that. The MAC-10's farming up as Storm Vanity comes in. Finds himself the 2K as well as John G. So MAC-10's being utilized perfectly, and Chaos now with a 7-round lead.
That's a lot of round leads.
Yeah, that's what we saw last map. Closed it out pretty quickly then. So it's got to be where Triumph start to turn it around. A lot of head armors being purchased across the board. Try to deal with those MAC-10s and Galils. Standard 2-1-2 setup right off the bat from Triumph.
Ooh, Junji's going to try and find some timing through this smoke. And Chaos will fang a bunch of utility into the A bomb site. Molly into jungle, forces Penny away. Vanity's already into sandwich, so Chaos have a lot of control, but they have yet to actually clear out Firebox, and that could well be their undoing, if not Ryan, who got a double prior to that. Now Junior's position is given away, and Zeppa continues to put in that good work, but I think John G is going to be the difference maker.
Bomb dropped in the open. He's going to try and weasel his way through that connector smoke. Bomb, very ballsy plant from Zeppa, but does get it down.
The fact that he gets that is ridiculous, but John G's position completely knows now. Line up, can't quite wrangle it this time. Moose shows him the horns, and that's going to be Triumph back in the game.
Yeah,
2 HP.
Nicely done. Good recovery. I have to say, though, bit of a dicey round for Triumph. Very, very nice flash from Penny. Pretty much wins them that round. Flash over the top of that A site creates a lot of space for Junior and I can't remember who the other player was on the site to clean up a lot of that A site push. So nicely done from them. Triumph do recover, but with only 2 guns staying alive there, still a bit of a window here for Chaos to buy up here and reset that money pretty hard for Triumph. You can see their cash is very shaky. And that's the problem with these CT side comebacks, is that once you win 1 or 2 of those rounds, if you don't win them cleanly, that's the potential of the reset there, and you basically just losing the game, where you see Chaos already up 12-6 at the moment. A reset would push them pretty close to match point.
Not there yet, though.
No, not yet. We'll see if Triumph can recover. They need a string of pretty comfortable and clean rounds to make me feel good about their chances of a comeback here.
This looks like it's going to be a nice grenade, and it's not.
Classic CSGO.
Completely missed.
Well, he threw it to bench, and the man was standing at mid. What do you mean?
Oh, Penny's lost his life in the connector smoke. That's not a good way to start this round for Triumph. That's your main man in middle with boots on the ground trying to hold some control. As soon as he goes down, you can just see Triumph. They have no control or emphasis in any part of the map. They're starting to drop utility towards the extremities. There's been no push anywhere, really. They're kind of just left in no man's land, and they've got no information, so they're going to try and go for a bit of a gamble stack towards this A bomb site, which is not too bad of a play, really, if you think about it, setting up for that mid to A with the top con smoke. But Chaos, they've just rerouted back towards B. And I think this has got to be the save for Triumph. They need to hold on to all of this weaponry and utility. They can't afford to be taking any losses here.
Chaos with the perfect read. 1 casualty in the round. Again, similar situation to what we saw before. And, oh, surely you can just do the boost against the wall. You don't need to do it on the thing.
He likes to stand on tanks, Mac.
This could be sick, though. If they... No, they're just going to do the normal boost. So this is a pretty sick angle to save from. I thought that they might have had the 3rd man coming across to boost up on top of the head of the APC player, but didn't happen. However, you know, settle for second best, and second best this time should be more than good enough, because Chaos, they're happy not to lose a gun themselves all the way to the back of apartments. 9 alive at the end of the round as we head into round 20.
It's, I think, pretty much the same story. just reiterated for Triumph. The problem is now that they just have one less round left to work with. And Chaos has a bit stronger of an economy. So it basically losing that round, yes, Triumph still have their chances, but the road definitely gets harder and more arduous from here.
What was that?
Didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the thing is, unfortunately for Triumph, they can't really let that sort of thing happen too much more. They've only got 3 rounds left to play with, so yeah, losing 1 round here is fine, but
If they lose this round, the game's over.
yeah. Time is running out for Triumph, that's for sure. And they're having to defend the A-bomb site this time. Ryan remains unchecked in Sandwich until Leaf puts him to bed. 4 on 4 for the moment. Now Penny actually drops into Sandwich, but also again another trade comes through for Chaos, and so far so good. They're making some inroads onto this A-bomb site. It's difficult though. Triumph have a well-established crossfire, and they're hitting their shots.
Although Marky has managed to break the crossfire already. Plenty in front of Triple now. Leaf unable to stop this push from CT. On a tight line, not going to be spotted. Then allows the cross to Triple. Junior, he's found another. It's all up to Leaf now in the 1v2 to clutch it out. Oh, nice shot. 1 bullet onto Shake will get the job done. No,
he's got no idea.
He's on it. Oh, Leaf.
They didn't hear it. No one heard it. He must have sat that defuse as soon as Leaf shot his
Yeah,
mate.
shot or the smoke sort of plumed a little bit, can sometimes obscure a bit of the sound.
Surely on this replay.
I don't think you're going to get the outline, so probably not.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh no,
right
it was
after.
after.
Just after.
I think he was just expecting the peek out.
Could
Yeah.
have been
From Shake there, potentially.
crowded comms as well, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, look, end of the day, it's the same situation again. Although Triumph had a little bit more room to work with the leg from Junior. He created the opportunity, but couldn't take advantage of it.
Okay, so Triumph looking to make their way back into the game. Penny in a dangerous position, the full bait, and he's actually allowed Jonji to go all the way into jungle. That's going to be a full wrap towards B now. Penny might be able to get in behind the truth, but Shake has to do some big work here, all on his lonesome. Zeppa there dancing around the short pillar, and Penny might be able to deal with this just in the right time. There it is. Leaf's going to be spotted at Van, and it's back to the 2-on-2. But Jonji, he hasn't actually gone for the flank. He's still dancing around window, drops out. Now this is a missed opportunity for Chaos.
Yeah, Leaf's going to have to just hold tight for the moment. John G is making that rotate come on in, but 16 HP. Penny's out in the open though, and that's a free kill. They were not expecting John G to come from short at all. Pops himself a smoke down. Shake still in a good position to clutch this one out, though the bomb has now been retrieved. And what happens if John G just exit and go back to A? Well, not an option anymore. Leaf, however, gets the info and clutches it out for Chaos. 14-7 is up. That's the critical round that Chaos was looking for to reset Triumph and put this one on the silver platter.
Shake and Penny doing such a good job to almost bring that round back, though, in the 2-on-4 situation.
Yeah, I think now Triumph kind of have to force and try to reset Chaos's money. Chaos has very little loss bonus at this point. They only have 1 player surviving in that last round, which means their economy is very fragile. So if Triumph can get this done with a handful of pistols and a FAMAS, then you know, they can create themselves a bit of an opportunity to push it into double digits, but even then they're still trying to complete that. Perilous CT side comeback, and let's be real, this buy is not great, and they've already lost the first pick. That's the A-bomb site wide open.
Yeah.
Whoa. Trades. Looking good. Triumph. Still have a chance in the round. Junior on just 57, playing a dangerous game there at window.
Bomb's rotated across now, though, for Chaos, and this is where they're going to actually start to make those inroads into A. Another 1-for-1 in mid. This time it's Marky to go down for Chaos, and Leaf, he's patiently waiting to see whether or not anyone is going to try and punish a bomb plant, and he's rewarded for said patience. Can now get that bomb plant down safely. Junior tasked with the difficult position. Has an AK at least in hand, but 2 to find.
Picks up a smoke for himself as well, but with no kit and the amount of time that's burned off the clock here, it's going to be quite hard for him to convert.
He has to do it in 10 seconds if he wants the chance for the round, and it looks like he's already left it a little bit too late. Leaf able to take contact, just facing Zeppa, ready to swing onset contact. And look, that was almost it, but Leaf just a little bit too sharp today for Junior, and that's going to be 15 on the board. Chaos with, what's that, 7, 8 match points to play with? Jeez.
Looking pretty similar to what we saw in the last map. I think we've had 2 days now of pretty one-sided scorelines back and forth in a series. What was the last match that we watched?
Ents and AGO.
Yeah, that was the same thing. You know, very one-sided first map scoreline win from the underdog, and then the favourite sort of replies with 2 in a row. Nice spam through the smoke with the deagle, gets a bit of damage done. Some short split smokes thrown out there by Chaos, but they don't commit to it. They just put Jonji in towards ladder room to control some of those rotations, apply some pressure towards jungle side while the rest of Chaos start to walk out of A.
Not a great start, a great time here for Triumph, nor a great start. Moose needs a lot of frags here, and he almost gets a spray transfer nicely onto Leaf. Still favourable enough for Chaos, though. They're not going to be complaining about a 3-for-1 trade. Shake Sula and Junior need to keep this alive for Triumph, but I just don't see it happening right now. Shake is flashed in the smoke. John G spotted him, and it's just Junior left alive now. Everyone can see where this one's going. 16-7 will be the scoreline. And that'll be that. So, Chaos are able to secure themselves the reverse sweep. The 2-1 today.